Hey everyone, and welcome to Safe Moods Stable Spine. We're going to be spending the next 20 to 25 minutes moving trying to keep our spine nice and stable, which will really help engage those deep core muscles. Today, we're going to start sitting, so when you're ready, meet me on the mat. I brought my friend Uve with me today, just as a visual for you guys. When I'm talking, because I'm going to talk about the front of the spine. Usually, we're talking about the spine and moving it or keeping it still. And I don't know about you, but my focus is usually on where my spine is on my back. But I'm going to talk you through some small exercises today that I want you to bring your awareness to the front of your spine. So just as a visual, if this was a person's back, so their head is up here, this would be the spine. This is the part that, like I said, we usually think about. But the front of the spine is on the inside. So all this area. All right. I'm going to put Uve away. And whether you're sitting on the floor or sitting in the chair, I want you to start by just softening your gaze and sit up nice and tall. And keep those sits bones anchored. If you don't know what those sits bones are, they're the bones you're sitting on. And your head floating up towards the ceiling as much as you can. And just notice your spine. And I want you to bring your awareness to the front of your spine, so inside. Let's see if you can get a sort of a visual on those curves as they curve in and out. And think of the front of your spine as an elevator shaft. All right, you can come back to me now. So it's an elevator shaft that goes all the way from your tailbone all the way up to the back of your neck. That's the top floor. Engaging the belly muscles. We say pull your belly button to your spine, scoop your belly, engage your abs so much. And I want to show you what that actually looks like. What it does not look like, so if you're looking at your screen right now, what it does not look like is this, like a big sort of like pull in order to fit into a tight pair of pants. So what I want everyone to do is to just glance down at your belly and then pull your belly button back towards your spine, but it's very subtle and it's more of a slower pull. And you can see nothing, my hand's blocking me, nothing else in my body is moving, just my belly's pulling back. All right, so let's all do that together. So belly button towards the spine. Now send that belly button up the elevator shaft. So it's like you're getting the sense of drawing up. Let's try it one more time before we lay down and start doing some exercises. So once again, belly towards the spine in a very strong yet subtle way. And then pull it up. I haven't been able to get it all the way to the top floor yet. Mine usually, I usually lose the sensation kind of around my rib cage. All right, let's lay down. Feet on the floor. And tailbone heavy, low back light, rib cage heavy, neck light, head heavy. Let's try that belly engagement again. So draw that belly button towards your spine. In this case, we're drawing it down towards the spine, not back. And then pull that belly button up your elevator. No bones are moving. Nothing in your pelvis is moving. Nothing in your legs. Nothing in your rib cage. Now let's hold that one. Hold your belly button at whatever floor it reaches with that elevator. Reach your arms up high towards the ceiling. And try to keep your elevator at that floor as you reach your arms behind you, reaching those thumbs towards the top of your mat. And then inhale, bring your arms down by your side. And reach back. Now you have a choice here. You could either try to keep your belly button at that whatever floor you found, or as you're reaching your arms back down by your side, you can bring that belly button all the way back down to the lobby floor. And then re-engage it, drawing that belly button up. Two more times. And on this next one, let's leave our arms up in the air, reaching towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades are heavy on the mat. Take your right knee up, so your right knee comes floating right over that right hip. So your femur bone is perpendicular to the floor. And then slowly place it down. Lift the left knee up, so it comes right on top of that left side of your pelvis, and place it down. Now let's add in the elevator. Belly button down toward your spine, like somebody entering a building. So they're going through the front door, over to the elevator, and then pull that elevator up to whatever floor you can reach. Hold it there. Lift your right knee up, so it's floating over your hips. Keep your belly button on the floor that you reached. Place it down. And keep your belly button up. Lift your left knee up. And place it down. Keep going. For sake of being in sync, I'm just going to say the lobby floor is all the way down at the bottom, and we'll go up to floor 5. All right. As we're lifting and lowering, we're trying to keep the belly button at floor 5. And now lift your right knee up and reach your left arm back. And return them to where they were. Reach your right arm back, lift your left knee up. And return them to where they were. One more time each side. Good. And then bring your belly button back down to the lobby floor. Pick one leg up and then the other. Now, if being in a tabletop position is just a little bit too much on your low back or anywhere else on your body today, I want you to go back to feet on the floor. And we're going to continue what we were just doing. So if your legs are up now, you'll notice that those low belly muscles have already kicked on. Pull your belly button in towards your spine a little bit more. And then send your belly button up to floor 5. Hold it there. Tap your right foot down. Lift it up. Tap your left foot down. Lift it up. Again, if you feel anything in your low back or this just doesn't feel right today, I want you to continue what we were doing previously. Now, opposite limb. So reach your right arm back and your left foot down. Pull everything back to center. And the left arm back. Right foot down. Back to center. Couple more. Staying at floor number 5. One more each side. Good. Place one foot down and then the other. Take your arms out to your side and just do a few snow angels up and down your mat. And then bring those arms back up high towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades plug into the floor. Then take your right arm and reach it up towards the top of your mat, just like we did before, and your left arm down by your side. Draw your belly button up to floor number 5 and try to hold it there as we scissor the arms. 1, 2, circle those arms out to the side and around. So now the right arm is low, the left arm is high. Scissor again. 1, 2, circle around. Ready? 1, 2, circle around. Keeping the rest of your body stable. And that really starts and comes from the engagement of your core. Keeping your belly button at floor 5. One more time. And then rest. Go ahead and roll over to your side. I'm going to move Ubi out of the way. Get out of here, Oob. All right. So you can have your head however you want. You can have it either propped up or you can have your head down on your arm. In either case, try to find a neutral spine position. So just like when we were laying on our back. If you were laying up against a wall, your tailbone would be on the wall. Your low back would either be on lightly, or there would be a little curve, rib cage on the wall, neck not on the wall, back of the head on the wall. That's the hardest one for me. And then this top hip is gonna lengthen down so it stacks right over the bottom hip. All right, let's try our elevator again here. So starting outside the building, you're gonna draw that belly button in toward your spine and then pull it up to the 5th floor, hold it there, reach along through your leg, and then lift your leg up and lower it down. Good. And keep your belly button at floor 5, but notice sometimes we tense our glutes in order to keep it up there. So if you notice that you're tensing your glutes, try to get them to back off just a little bit. And let's turn these into circles. So point your toes and make circles with that top leg, while drawing your belly button up to the 5th floor. If you lose it and you go back down to the lobby floor, just pick it back up. Reverse the direction. Good, hold that leg at hip height. We're gonna swing it forward, swing it back. You can keep your toes pointed or flexed, your choice today. It's a little bit harder here to keep the core engaged the whole time. So if you need to, slow down. At any point your leg needs a rest, take it. Don't muscle through, never muscle through. It's always better to rest and restart. Bicycle is next, so pedal that leg, trying to keep the leg at hip height the whole time. And reverse it. Almost done with this side. All right, let that leg rest. Go onto your back again. Let's take a quick number 4 stretch for that left hip. So left ankle over the right knee, pull that right leg towards you. Then you can let everything in your core relax. And your low back can be gently on the floor. And just let that left hip open up into the stretch. All right, we got the other side to do. So roll over or switch to the other end of your mat. Legs long, find that neutral spine position. So just like if you were laying on the floor, we've just changed the position of our body. Okay, let's bring that belly button towards the spine, bring it up to the 5th floor, hold it there, reach along through the top leg and lift and lower. And now point those toes and make circles. Reverse it. Remember, rest if you need to. And bicycle. Reverse that. And then let that leg rest, roll to your back. And we're doing another number 4 stretch, right ankle over the left knee, pull that left leg towards you. Let everything in your core relax, so no abs have to engage. All right, we're gonna stand on our back and do just a few more exercises before I send you on your way. I'm switching back to my regular end of the mat because the other day I tried doing exercises with my head down at the bottom and I was just all sorts of confused. All right, so back in my normal position. Hands are facing the ceiling. That's gonna help open your shoulders back to the floor. Good, and we wanna, of course, draw the belly button down, pull it up, hold it at the 5th floor, reach that right leg out long underneath you, and then lift that leg up. Pull the heel towards the sits bone. Reach it back long again. Lift it up. Today, focus on keeping your belly button at floor 5. Of course, if you need to reset it, just let your belly button go to the lobby and pull it back up. As you're doing these, watch that pelvis. Sometimes, especially as we're starting to lift the leg up, we get a little shift of weight in our hips. Try not to let that happen. Keep the pelvis nice and sturdy, like the base of a building. And reverse. And then bring that right foot to the floor. We're going to switch over to the left side. So let everything relax in your core. And then reset, belly button to the spine. Find that drawing up sensation. And then reach your left leg long, lift it, bend it, lengthen it. And reverse. And let that leg come all the way down to the floor. Bend that knee, place that foot back down on the ground. Roll over to your side and come on back up to sitting. And once again, you could always sit comfortably. So either on the floor or in a chair. I'll just say that. Always feel free to sit in a chair. All right, sits bones are nice and grounded on the floor like they were when we started. Head is lifted, spine is tall. And then I'm going to do some arm movements with you just so you could see how in a seated position, you can still keep your spine stable. So reach your arms out long in front of you and then bring those shoulder blades onto your back. So we're opening the chest. Same exact exercise as we were laying down, only now we're sitting. So draw your belly button towards your spine, find that drawing up sensation, maintain it, and reach your arms towards the ceiling. They don't have to get all the way straight up. Good, and lower back down. You might notice when you hit your end range, if you were to go further up, you wouldn't be able to keep the alignment of your spine anymore. So we're just working in that range where we can keep everything stable and strong. And try 3 more. When you come down from this one, hold those arms out long in front of you. You can let everything in your core rest for a moment and then re-engage it again, get strong and stable, and then open your left arm out to the side. Squeeze it back in to start. Open your right arm off to the side and squeeze it back in. One more each side. Good, and then come back in. We're gonna come up to hands and knees. I didn't plan on this one, but I wanna add it in for you so you can get the feeling of, once again, those legs moving without the spine having to wiggle and wobble around. So on your hands and knees, find your neutral spine position. And now belly button toward your spine. And then try to draw your belly button up the elevator shaft. I find this position a lot harder to get that. So if you're finding that too, don't worry, you're not alone. And then reach your right leg back. Tap the floor, pull that knee in. Reach your left leg back. Tap the floor, pull the knee in. Keep going. You can take these rather fast. Find that strength in your torso while your leg gets to move freely. Now reach one leg back, whichever one you're on is fine. Lift it up a little bit and do little circles. Reverse it. Place that knee on the floor, reach your other leg back, lift it up just a little bit, and circles. Reverse it. And rest. Return to your seated position. And I'm going to send you away with homework today. I want you to practice your elevator. I love practicing it while I'm driving. Number one, it really helps me be aware of my posture when I'm driving. If I'm not aware of my posture, I tend to slouch and do this. So it makes me really aware of my posture, and it makes me feel like I'm working on my core while I'm driving, and that's two good things to do at once. So practice that. Let me know how it goes, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Thanks for watching. In addition to classes like these, we frequently upload helpful tips for your home workouts. Be sure to click subscribe to get our very exclusive offer.